Cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños, cumpleaños, cumpleaños feliz.
Hey Courtney, happy belated birthday. I'm sorry that this had to be a day late because I was actually working on it the last night, part of it. I was not even halfway through and then the camera died because I had low battery. But here it is now, it's fully charged and all that. That's all that's important. So happy belated 28th birthday. I know your birthday was yesterday. You turned 28. It was nice getting to introduce myself for the first time to you for the first time last May, as a matter of fact. It was almost summer. It was really warm out at the time everywhere, both where I always live, where I'm living, and where you're living. And so I remember I was actually outside walking around my development when I tweeted you. And then when I was outside, you replied, "Oh, thanks so much." And I said, "You're welcome." I said, "You're welcome," or "No problem." One of those two. I said, "Glad I was able to make you feel good." And then our friend, at the time I liked the forwarding the tweet, but if I was you liked it. And then a friend requested you on Facebook. You recognized me from the Twitter, and so you've accepted me. So it was an honor. So I got this your birthday song I wrote to you. I was gonna sing it last night, but the camera died and I ended up falling asleep. I almost fell asleep. I almost fell asleep down here because of something that happened to me last year. I'm never sleeping down here on the couch down here again because I had a really bad daydream in the middle of the day one time. Before I sing the song, I got some stuff to show you. I write stories of my dreams, stuff I make up, actual true events happened to me in the past of my life, whether it was good, bad, or embarrassing, whatever. Well, all the stories that you've been in have been a part of a series called Mark and Friends for our fictional Nickelodeon trilogy, where I put, because I did such a great job on Victorious a long time ago, I was given my own show as a spin-off sequel as a reward to me. Because, I don't know if you remember this, because remember the show on Nickelodeon, Victoria, starring the female singer Victoria Justice, who happens to be my favorite female singer. That show got her to be my favorite female singer because I got into it by over YouTube on February 20th, 2012. And I just kept watching until February 2nd, 2013 when it got canceled. So throughout that time of 11 months, I used to write stories where I got to be on that show and do whatever I wanted with the cast and the crew along with my high school friends. And we did like Glee. Instead of singing our own songs, we did like covers of actual songs. I just kept writing about that for 11 months until February 2nd and 13th because I had to kept go. Whoops, that cup. Oh, sorry, I actually hit my cup. I'll move my hand. That was my Spurs cup. Speaking of Spurs, I'll tell you about that in a minute. If it would have just kept going, if the series just kept going for a little bit longer, it would have been a whole year. It would have been 12 months. Because February 20th, 2013 would have been a year. Since I would have been a whole year, 1 year anniversary, but that's okay. I ran into it because it was Victoria. The day after I got it, the day I started watching was the day after Victoria Justice's birthday. So anyway, so now I do Mark and Friends now. Now, first it was Victoria Justice. Now in my current era is Kelly Berglund from Disney's Lab Rats, and so she's in the current series of stories since season 2 began, and so she plays her actual character from the real show, Bree Davenport, and so Mighty Man is like the sister of Lab Rats. Both are gone now, and the main star of that one was Paris Burke as Skylar Storm. And so Lab Rats and Mighty Med merged together, bringing in two of the main cast from Lab Rats, Kelly Berglund and Billy Unger, and the rest of the three from Mighty Med. Paris Burke, Bradley Stephen Perry, and Jake Short. So Paris and Kelly are the ones I like now, because the merger created Lab Rats Elite Force. The two that I like, of course, was Berglund from the original, and Burke because she's also a girl, and I think she's gorgeous and all that stuff. She's very sweet, like Kelly. They both reprised the role of Skylar Storm and Bree Davenport in these stories, but before Burke showed up, I wrote a few with you in it. I don't have it with me right now. I tried what my heart is looking for before I could film this, but I gave up. I didn't want to waste time. Therefore, your first appearance was a story where at the end of season 1, you made your debut with Brittany Wallace, Candace Corrigan. Emily Kozel already had appeared in a story, the episode before that, where when the Spurs got knocked out of the first round by the Clippers last year, I wrote a story reflecting on that where they're Katie Nolan from Garbage Time decided to help me take out my frustration because I was frustrated about it. And not in real life, but in the stories it was. She treated me to a steak dinner and some drinks and dancing. Well, you may have figured, my favorite artist is Ricky Martin, and the song Livin' La Vida Loca is my favorite. I can sing it in English, Spanish, and Spanglish. I also know every word to almost every song written in Spanish, including 2 Portuguese, maybe 3 in Portuguese, and 1 with a little French. Well, they played the Cup of Life, La Copa de la Vida in Spanglish, the Spanglish long version, and a lot of us got drunk, and I was the drunkest of all. And the fun fact, I've never been drunk in my life. Yes, I had my first beer last year, and last March, until I'm 15, long before I knew you existed, and but that didn't mean shit. I mean, I didn't like the beer. I mean, I'm allowed to have it because I'm 22 now, but but my personal choice is to not have it. I mean, I've never been drunk before. After the same day I had the first beer. The video's on Instagram if you want to check it out. It goes back to March 2015. It's on my Facebook too, and I'll tag you in them in the comments if you'd like so you could see them. Well, when I got back to my uncle's hotel room when I was staying in, because my mom and dad let me stay with my uncle instead of them. My friends Brittany, Chelsea, and Maddie FaceTimed me from their job. They're all 3 of them working together at the same job. They saw the video on Instagram too, and they all thought I was drunk after seeing that video, but I really wasn't, because I've never been drunk in my life. Well, in the story, I had 8 Bud Light because I was that frustrated about the Spurs elimination last year in the first round, and I got drunk as hell. But I still didn't sung to the song. But I'm the leader in all these of the group and all these stories. Well, I couldn't lead everybody back. I was too drunk to do it. I can't remember who took over the leadership roles for me. I mean, I was not the only one who was drunk. There was a couple, Caitlin, Vinci, and Daniel Trotter were drunk too. A lot of my friends were drunk. I had to get assist inside of that bar, but a lot of other people almost everybody else walked under their own power. It was like how Tim Duncan carried then Spur Aaron Baines out of the bar because Pop treated him to a steak dinner after their elimination from the Clippers last year. But yeah, now as you might have figured, I love from the post I made with you for your birthday. I love the San Antonio Spurs, and Tim Duncan is my favorite player, number 21. I've always liked him since I was really little. I was down here. I was 3 years old when Duncan started to play, and that's when I started watching. I didn't like him when he started liking him when he was drafted. The season wasn't even probably when I liked him because I used to love a religious cartoon called Duncan the Donut Man on VHS. Tim Duncan happened to be on TV one day. I saw the Lord Duncan on the back of his jersey at 21 during a Spurs game. That's my story of why I like the San Antonio Spurs and love Tim Duncan. And what I was trying to show you last night before my camera all of a sudden died from a low battery was this. Hold on, I'll show you. Yeah, I have a lot of notifications right now. Yeah, my friend Michelle Lott, she was messaging me on Facebook asking me how was I. She actually, well, you might know Steve Burns' death anniversary today. I did a tribute to him at work. I don't know if you can. I posted the album on Facebook, and you can check it out if you want to, Courtney. I have all but one picture on Twitter. Oh yeah, but just that's another thing I want to tell you about. Thank you for being my Facebook and Snapchat friend. If you wish, just go ahead and follow me back on Twitter at MarkOliveris215. And on Instagram, follow me back at Mark_Flexin3. Now here's me and Tim Duncan in 2011. I saved this picture on my phone on January 4th, 2014, but really taken in 2011. And I'm never going to delete it off my phone either. Yep, that's me and Timmy. 2011, because they were in Cavalier territory, which is where I live. LeBron was in Miami when the Cavs sucked. So therefore, when the Spurs came here to play, they had Gilbert, the Cavs owner, helped us out with that. And also, I don't know if I told you this, but I have NBA League Pass with my DirecTV, so I get all the NBA channels from all the other different cities, including the Spurs one called Fox Sports Southwest 676-1. And Bill Land and Sean Elliott are the commentators. Sean Elliott used to be a Spurs player who wore number 32. He worked on Fox Sports Southwest, and he played with the Spurs from 1989 to 2001. Bill Land is a play-by-play announcer, because usually most of the sports networks bring former players to do the work. And so I met Sean Elliott twice, and Bill Land was. Here's me and Bill Land. Zoom that in. The one who's known for the phrase, "Oh, mama." Yep, I stand all the time too when I'm playing basketball and I do spectacular shots. And so if I'm just going in general, something spectacular happens. I say it all the time. Yeah. So and I also met Manu Ginobili, Boris Diaw, who I think you might know who Amanda Mertz is. I'm from Miss Corzine. I got her like the Spurs. She likes Diaw. That's her favorite Spur. I also met Matt Bonner, the Red Rocket. And so I've met a lot of people from the Spurs. I just haven't met Kawhi and Parker yet, or Pop. And of course, not Matt Aldridge, because this is only his first season with the Spurs. Because he was spending all the rest of his career in Portland, but he became a free agent. He chose San Antonio, not because he wanted to win a championship, but his first championship, but also he wanted to be closer to his family in Texas. And so another thing I wanted to tell you was, like, if you ever watch a Spurs game with me on Fox Sports, I listen Bill and Sean, you're gonna get a freaking headache because I scream so loud and I get that crazy that it sounds like I'm being murdered. It sounds like someone's murdering me and I'm watching on the Spurs channel. And every time the Spurs did a three-pointer, I say, Bang, Bang Tito Puente. And so that actually was in a story of mine that you were in. Because on ESPN and ABC, Mike Breen is calling, or if it's on MSG, the Knicks show, Mike Breen's calling. If a player hits a three-pointer, he'll say, Bang! And so, any player, it doesn't have to be the Spurs, it can be any team and any player in general. So I came up my own for the Spurs on their channel, on something national television, I say, Bang, Bang, Tito Puente. Let's say, if I'm not going to use Danny Green, because he sucks this year on the three-point line. Let's say, okay, let's do it for Amanda Mertz. Boris Diaw has the ball, he's wide open, he goes for a three-pointer, and it goes swish. Then there's me yelling, Bang, Bang, Tito Puente. That's how it goes. So here's the here's the two things I'll get to. The stories I wrote with you in it and the song. So the story I have that has you in it, the first one, the season 1 finale of Bark and Friends. Emily Kozel brings and Caitlin Vinci introduced me to you, Brittany, and Candace. And you know what you said to me, Courtney, because you were looking at me with a smile on your face, because you really like seeing me. I mean, this is before you started dating Jeremy. You called me cute in that story. And then Emily, Caitlin, you, and some of the other girls are throwing me around, either throwing me into the pool or throwing me around in the pool while singing Ricky Martin songs. You said "Living La Vida Loca." Caitlin said Vinci said "Living La Vida Loca." Daniel Trada said "Shake Your Bon Bon," and Emily Kozel said, "Do you really want it?" That's from the Cup of Life. Do you really want it? Do you really want it? Here we go. Ale, ale, ale. Yeah, that was Amanda Mertz's birthday song, by the way, back in November. But I'll show you some cool stories with you in it. I'm not going to show you all of them. I won't have time. I guess I'll show you 2 of them, because you do play some big parts in these 2. It's a Halloween story. It's a pre-Halloween story. We got ready for Halloween. A fake haunted house with fake scary shit. So that they did to scare us as pranks, even though it wasn't all real. No, this is one I wrote where I'm holding in my hand, where we went to where my friends and I took a vacation to the Caribas County Fair that you're familiar with. I saw your pictures on Facebook, Missy. I mean, I'm only messing around. I saw your pictures on Facebook back in September or October. I think it was September, of you and your friends at the Caribas County Fair. And if I said I want to go to that fair someday, the only reason I want to go is because of you, Brittany, Candace, Emily, Caitlin, people like that, so I could see them. So this is a really good part here. You might as well know the freak out riding. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do, because you've been to that fair so many damn times. So before I have a girlfriend now, before I ever had a girlfriend in real life, before I had her in real life, I put Kelly Berglund's Bree Davenport character in the story. It says my girlfriend in the story. Not Kelly Berglund herself, but her character Bree. I turn the damn page. There we go. Bree was trying to convince me to go on the freak out. I didn't want to go on it. She's like, come. She was trying to. She called me a free cat. Like, come on, babe, don't be such a freak out. You'll be all right. She convinced me to go on it. She forced me, but I had this antsy feeling in my heart. Like my heart was getting ready to pop, and my legs were beginning to shake. Normally my legs don't shake ever when I'm nervous, but that doesn't happen to me in real life. But in the stories it did. And then you guys showed up in line for that same ride. I was wearing my white Tim Duncan outfit, the white one you saw on Instagram. And so Emily Kozel, which I didn't know who it was at the time, saw it was me because I had the Duncan jersey on. And to get my attention, she tickled my sides, and I was freaking out. And I turned around and said, "Who just tickled me?" It was her. It was her. You. Skipping the damn page. All right. It was you, her, Brittany, Candace, Jeremy, your man, Amanda Mertz, and Joey Logano's sister Danielle. And then this Danielle did what Logano did, what you did in that one story. Danielle Logano said I was cute, and Bree, because she was my girlfriend in the story at the time, she got pissed off at her, saying, "Don't ever say that to him. That's my job." Well, apparently, Joey Logano's sister in the story didn't realize I had a girlfriend in Brie, Brie Davenport at the time, and Brie got pissed off with it. It's like, because I don't think Daniel Logano knew it. Brie was, at the time, Brie Davenport, the fictional character in Laboratory of Kelly Berglund, who the story was dating me at the time, saying, hey, that's my boyfriend you're saying to, do not say that to him, that's my job. And Danielle Logano apologized. And so, this is when we went on the freak out. I'll show you a part about Jeremy getting scared. Hold on. Right there, right there. Jeremy was too scared to go on, so he let Cortney go on with the rest of us. I mean, really, serious question, Cortney. Does Jeremy actually sometimes get scared or to get too scared to go on rides like he did in this story? Just answer that question for me if you can, because I'm not sure if he does really get scared. I'm saying that we're going to die, and Emily is laughing like telling me to relax, and now here's the good part. With the security let us ride, and so we started off slow. And she's like, you gave the winning thing. Wait till a few seconds. A while later, it's gonna speed up eventually. And then when I started speeding up, my heart was starting to jump. My stomach was going bananas inside, but I was still having fun. Emily and Brie were right, so I was still having fun. I started singing La Vida Loca in a style of a live version, like you did in Guadalajara during the Musica Amo Sexo World Tour in 2011. And so I started off with the opening verse. After the way I was singing, I was pretending to be like Ricky's live voice, because Ricky Martin sounds live different live and compared to his studio. You are dying laughing at my singing, along with Amanda Mertz, Daniel Logano, and Emily Kozel. And you got to sing some parts too. Here's what you and Daniel Logano said. Wait a minute, I gotta itch on my nose. You had to stop laughing to sing it. Yep, right there. That was you, Cortney. You and Daniel and Joey Logano's sister. And then you know the second verse that says, "Woke up in New York City in a funky cheap hotel. She took my heart and she took my money. She must have slipped me a sleeping pill." But nope, I didn't say New York City because I was in North Carolina at the Carables County Fair where Concord's at. I said, "Woke up right here in Concord in a funky cheap hotel. She took my heart and she took my money. She must have slipped me a sleeping pill." Ricky Martin does the same thing too. It depends on the location he's in. Instead of saying New York City like in the original studio album version, he'll say whatever the location, wherever the hell he's at. What other parts did you sing? I think that was it, because you did the part with Danielle Logano. And then you, along with the rest of the 10 of us, said the outro lyrics. Gotta la vida loca. I gotta la vida loca. Gotta la vida. Yup, everybody was clapping by the time the ride was over. Gave it a huge ovation, cheers and applause. I got out of the seats. You guys, I don't know I didn't determine who wore open-toe shoes or whatever, because it was warm out. Put them back on their feet. I think I was one of them. I love open-toe shoes. I don't like closed-toe shoes. I'm not wearing basketball sneakers. You and the rest of the girls like to do normally, but I went through the whole line, double high-fiving people, and every single person responded. Look at this exchange between you and your man. Look at this. At the bottom, very bottom of the page. Yeah, isn't this pretty hilarious? You called me your main Ricky Martin man, and your boyfriend said that he didn't know that his girlfriend you had any Puerto Rican taste in her. I'm pretty sure you do. I'm gonna see if I can get you to sing this song when I meet you in June at Michigan. Okay, I had enough of that one. Now here's the pre-Halloween one. Then I'll sing you your song, and then I'll give you my social media details again. I don't follow yet, in case you forget. Now this one, we went to a haunted house to celebrate Halloween earlier before we went to Cedar Point here in Ohio where I live for how the weekends. So this one we just went to a scary ass haunted house. Now this one's pretty funny because Emily Kozel played a fucking prank on me. Excuse the language, sorry Cortney. It was pretty funny too. She did a secret trick to scare me, just to joke around, because she doesn't. I know Emily wouldn't do this shit on purpose to anyone. She decided to tell Scary, notice in quotation marks, I'll zoom the word up. Scary. See, it was not really scary because when it's in quotation marks, you know it's not real. Something that wasn't real that we find there. And then she called it the laughing mask, and Brittany asked what the hell was it. Emily said it's too long to explain, and so Amanda told me that it was merch said that's only have to be too scared because it wasn't real. And Emily, this evil, scary look on her face said, "It is real." I can't imagine what a scary, evil look on her face looks like. I would have to see that in June when I meet her and the rest of you. She just kept telling this damn story, and I started freaking out, thinking it was real. She was pulling my leg and all this shit. Okay, let's get to the haunted house part. Okay, now here's the haunted house. We go inside the haunted house, and the front door automatically locked itself. That wasn't even doing it by itself. It was later revealed that wasn't doing it by itself. You'll find out how it happened a little bit. Emily was making fun of me and teasing me about how scared I was in this damn house. She said I had a case of the heebie-jeebies, and then she said it scared the crap out of me. This is a Halloween story. She sneaks behind me quietly. She tied me on the back with her hand and just quickly got away before I noticed it was her. I asked what was that because I was scared as hell. I looked around, but nothing was there. Nothing was showing up. It looked like I was just feeling things. I was walking down the hall with Amy Marie Gardner, a famous dancer here in Ohio, who's a viner and follows me on Twitter. Emily jumps out of fucking nowhere from another room. A mini flashlight hanging from around her neck, and it was shining under her chin. And she scared the shit out of me so bad I nearly had a freaking heart attack. Okay. And then she's like, she replies saying, "It's your worst nightmare." She had a creepy voice. Her hands. She held her hands up, and her finger. She held her hands up, and she positioned her finger like she was a monster. And my friend Haley Parker from Avon stuck up to me saying, "Leave him alone." And she slapped her across the face so hard as she went to the floor. My friends Allie and Elena met us there, and then they were sticking up for me. Like, relax, it's just us, but it's not a good way to tease someone when they're scared. And Allie said Emily, what Emily was doing was not right. Nobody should be doing that to anybody in that conversation, in that situation. And Allie is 100% correct. Actually, not 100%, 1,000%. So, I don't know if you played Crash Bandicoot before, but the game over screen in the third game, where I played on the PlayStation, was scared the shit out of me as a kid. It doesn't scare me no more, but as a kid, it scared the shit out of me so bad that I had freaking nightmares about it. And so that's what Emily Kozel pranked me with. We got chased by bats at first. That was really nothing. But then, here's what happened though. Let me see here. At the haunted house, we ran so much that I don't know what you had, but I have a shitty endurance. I ran out of breath. I noticed something about the laughing mask, which Emily Kozel called it, but then I wasn't crying anymore. I'm like, wait a minute. I said that with the laugh. And then here's what happened. Emily Kozel brought a PS1 from her Charlotte home, which we all know is an apartment. She donated it to the place to use as a prank to scare people with scary shit from PlayStation 1 games. And one of them was Warp, which she donated. And Uka in the game is pretty scary. As the only game where Uka was pretty scary in that game. The only game it was really scary. It was the scariest in the game over screen. I mean, after I kept getting that, I just kept motivating me to lose my life. I eventually beat it in the Fall of 2007. I've not played it again since then. I'm very, very happy I don't, because I already beat that game. So the haunted house used a machine to make Uka laugh evilly, which he doesn't do in the game over screen in real life on the game, because Dr. Cortex does it in Cortex Strikes Back, the second Crash game. Because Uka doesn't laugh evilly like Cortex does in the Crash 2, because Uka doesn't laugh evilly in Crash 3. But in the stories he did, because the haunted house made the haunted house made him do that with the machine, and then she starts dying laughing at what she did to me. And I said, I knew this was a joke the whole time. And Emily's like, gotcha, didn't I? I was only doing that to be silly. I wouldn't ever do something like that to scare you intentionally. Yeah, Emily got me good. I know how much she can be a jokester. I know how Emily Kozel is. Even though she blocked me on Twitter and Facebook, unfortunately. I think I was trying to be way too friendly with her. And then Amanda Mertz said, Mark told me that the only thing I need to be friends with my imagination. And Brittany Wallace said it was all fake and not real. We were all talking about it, and oh, you should have seen Candace Corrigan and Emma and the Blaney sisters. Candace was trying to. Here's what. Let me go back. I'll hold the page. Hold the page. And there was another room where the doors were they were locked. Screams of ghosts from horror movies kept sounding out of nowhere, and Candace Corrigan and the Blaney sister, I mean, they were freaking out like crazy. You know, Candace, I know, is that strong, so I don't know, because I don't know if this will work in real life, but it was working on the stories. She used her foot to try to break the door down. She was kicking it as hard as she could, and it wasn't breaking down. Emma Blaney found a gun in the haunted house, and she just shot it open, and they easily got out. And Aaron Blaney's like, right, let's get the hell out of here. And Candace is like, I'm gonna have freaking nightmares tonight. And then Emma's like, we all are. Okay, now here's the story about the horror movies. What does it say here? Emma said it. Emma Blaney made him freak it out, but she actually did realize that it was people. It was because there was a control room in this haunted house. People in the control room were playing clips from the movies. That's why they were doing it to scare everybody, like it was a joke, not really to be mean. My one friend Kelsey Sapp, who's also, I was talking about this in Steve Burns' tribute video. It's already on my YouTube channel, so just go check it out. I mean, it's the video that came before this one for you. So Kelsey got in that Steve Burns video. I described Middleburg Heights Junior High, which is a school in my old school district, Berea City Schools. I used to live in Brook Park. Now I live in North Ridgeville. I'm not giving my address out. I don't want nobody robbing me or any creeps coming, any female creeps to come up on me. Caitlin Vincent was wondering what was the purpose of the doors locking, because people was secretly pushing buttons in the basement to shut the doors on their own and lock on their own. Okay, so I'm getting distracted on my phone here. I know, remember the video, Courtney, where you jumped out of that haunted house? It was the only way you could get out. I saw that video on Twitter. And remember the reply sent to you, which I don't think you understood it, so that's why you didn't reply. I implemented this skill in here. We had to go to the top floor, and it was the only way wait, I gotta go back one page. I gotta go back one page. The only way out is to jump. You said this. Did you jump out of the balcony on the top floor and on the landing pad in the parking lot? That's exactly. I know that's exactly what you did in a real life haunted house. And then everybody else jumped down and we stayed back for a little bit. And you asked me if I was ready. Okay, I'll just to make this quicker. I'll show you. Yeah, there's some Blues Clues in this, because I still love Blues Clues even at age 22. And I still watch it with Steve, because Steve was the best. Yeah, because Emily was like, oh God, Blue Skidoo. And nobody had a clue what she was talking about. And Candace was like, what? Wait, what? Blue Skidoo? Amanda Mertz eventually remembered it. It's some Blues Clues. She told everybody that you and I were the Skidoo down there. And you were like, yeah, we're about the Skidoo. And we all know the Skidoo song. La la la, Blue Skidoo, we can do. You know that one. And so, because you know, I don't know if you watch the Blues Clues, but the sound of the Skidoo song going in sounds like it says bow whoop, and the one going out sounds like it says bow whoa. And so the actual Skidoo song played, and so we jumped out of there. At the this actual Skidoo sound effect going out, that one for going out played. At the same time, I went along with it, and I said bow wow. Well, the lady bear disappeared on us because we took too long. We landed, and luckily we didn't turn an ankle or anything or break a foot. So, I mean, we would have done that in real life, but we landed on one foot and stumbled all the way back to Emily's car. We were just like Steve, landing on one foot and stumbling. Because we did what Steve did, and he got sick, and Steve got the sniffle, season 2 episode. Because he skidooed into a book for a girl named Jill, and he comes back out of the picture frame where the two bears, Mama and Papa from Mama Bear and Papa Bear from the Blue's Clues series, who had Baby Bear's parents, of course. That's one of the two times that happened in Blue's Clues. They skidoo in a book, but inside of a book, when they come out, it's a picture frame in the living room. He skidoos out of the frame, which was the two bears as the doctors, and he stumbles all the way to the thinking chair and sits down. Sorry about that, Courtney. I didn't even realize the camera stopped rolling when I was showing you that story, but I don't know if you saw the end of that, but if you didn't, then I'll have to look at the video when I put it together on Movie Maker 2.6. That when we skidooed out of the haunted house, we landed on one because we waited for too long to jump, so the landing pad disappeared on us. We landed on one foot. Like luckily we didn't turn an ankle or break a foot, and we stumbled all the way back to Emily Kozel's car, and we just jumped back in our seats so the car and closed the door right away. Now in real life that wouldn't have happened. If we were trying to do that in real life, that's why my stories are fiction too. Where if we would have landed on one foot without a landing pad of a haunted house on a really high level, we probably would have turned an ankle or broke a foot. So that would have been possible in real life to do without getting injured. So here's your birthday song. I have to do it. I was doing it without even realizing it was not. The camera stopped rolling. Okay, here we go. Guess it out, guess it out. Happy 28th birthday to you. Woo! Now this is to a Ricky Martin song, but I ain't telling you what it is until I'm done here. An awesome pretty girl in NASCAR, who's a good friend of mine in the sport. Discovered her on Twitter last night, tweeting her and introducing myself. Happy 28th birthday, Miss Cortney Dryden. Let me take you far away into forever. I hope your wishes come true. Yeah, now yo, and you have an awesome day. I'm glad my Spurs won for you. Yeah, now yo, I'll see you at Michigan. Oh, woo! That was a woo, not a grunt. Sorry about that. I wrote a few stories with her, and doing stuff with me, like telling me she thought I was cute, skidooing out of haunted houses too. Happy 28th birthday, Miss Cortney Dryden. Let me take you far away into forever. I hope your wishes come true. Nana yo, and you have an awesome day. I'm glad my Spurs won for you. Nana yo, I'll see you at Michigan. Kiss it out, kiss it out. Happy 28th birthday to you. Now this is around the part where it stopped recording. It didn't die, I just stopped recording. I just stopped rolling. Woo! What I was trying to say was that's Ricky Martin right there. That was my post when I went to Wisconsin last October in Chicago Bulls territory and Chicago Speedway territory. Alright, let's finish this song. Happy 28th birthday, Miss Cortney Dryden. Let me take you far away into forever. Happy 28th birthday, Miss Cortney Dryden. Let me take you far away into forever. I hope your wishes come true. And you have an awesome day. I'm glad my Spurs won for you. I'll see you at Michigan. Yay! Hope your wishes come true. And you have an awesome day. I'm glad my Spurs won for you. I'll see you at Michigan. 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 There you have it, Court. That was to his hit song, Love You for a Day, from the 1999 self-titled English album, where Livin' La Vida Loca made its first appearance. That was just, I mean, I was kind of upset that was not released as a single, but Love You for a Day, but that's okay. Now, before I go, just go ahead and check out my tribute video I did to Steve Burns. Before I made this one, I recorded this one shortly before I started recording. I recorded that one shortly before I started recording this for you. I mean, I don't know if I'll tweet it to you, but you just go ahead and check it out on my YouTube. And you can check out all my videos if you want. I made birthday videos for Caitlin Vinci, Daniel Trotta, Emily Kozel, Brittany Wallace. I mean, Amanda Mertz, a lot of NASCAR girls. And also, one last thing, be sure to follow me back here on Twitter, at MarkOliveris215, and Instagram, at Mark_Flexion3. That's all I gotta say for now. Happy belated 28th birthday, Courtney. I hope you had an awesome day today and all your wishes came true. And I'm glad the Spurs won for you on your birthday eve. I wish they were playing, actually would have played today or tomorrow or yesterday, to be honest with you, for Steve Burns' death anniversary, to like we win a game for him on the day he died, or if they play one game for you on your birthday last night. But that's all that matters is that Spurs won, and that either day they had it, and the day didn't matter. It's all that the day didn't matter. That's all that matters. And that you got your birthday video, like you were supposed to. And Steve Burns got a tribute video, even though we can't see it. I'll see you in June at okay. Well, before I go, I'll just say one last thing about the June Michigan thing. My father and I go to Michigan every year in June. We gone to the Junior since 2003 and MIS in Jones since August 2002. My dad's trying to get hot passes to go in the garage so I can meet my favorite driver, Austin Dunn, as you can see by my shirt and hat, and his girlfriend, Whitney Ward. But I also want to meet you, Caitlin Vinci, Daniel Trotta, Amanda Mertz, Candace Harmon, Miss Monster Energy, Emily Kozel, Brittany Wallace, all the girls I mentioned. So if my dad ends up getting hot passes, I'll see you all in June. I'll see you and the rest of the girls at Michigan in June and in the garage. Hope you had a wonderful day yesterday, and that you're having a great well, how should I say it? You're having a great day. You're having a great night tonight, and you hope you have a better one tomorrow and beyond. Happy belated birthday, Courtney. See you in June.